This application activity called Stay in the Heat will help the children plan ways to stand up to peer pressure. Lead the activity like this. Now, in our Bible story today, we learned that King Nebuchadnezzar built this great big giant gold statue. Now, what did he want the people to do to this statue?
Bow down and worship.
That's right, he wanted them to bow down and to worship it. Now, if they didn't bow down and worship him, then King Nebuchadnezzar threatened to throw them into the fiery furnace. Now, just like King Nebuchadnezzar had threatened and influenced people like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to do the wrong thing, there will be people in our lives that will try to influence us to do the wrong thing as well. Now, in those times when those people are trying to peer pressure us into doing the wrong thing, we need to remember to have integrity and that we should do the right thing. And to help us remember that, we're going to play a matching game today. So I have this picture of a kid, we'll put that in the middle, and then around him, we're going to put in a circle these cards that have pictures of fire on them. So why don't you go ahead and finish that for me? Very good. Now, on the back of these pictures of fire cards, we have a threat. Now, this could be a threat that someone is doing to trying to get you to do the wrong thing. And there's also a number on them as well. And I also have these water cards. Now, these water cards on the back of them, why don't you go ahead and finish that for me, have responses to them to the threats that are on the fire cards. And they have a number on them as well. So what we're going to do today is play a matching game and see if we can match up the pictures of the fire with the pictures of the water and see if we can get the right number. And those threats and responses will match together, and then we'll talk about how we can respond when people are trying to get us to do the wrong thing. You guys ready? All right, who wants to go first, see if they can get a match? All right, go ahead. Why don't you turn over 2, see if you can get all the way over. All right, so there's 1, so that has a number 2 on it. Let's see if you can find a fire card that matches. That one has a number 1, so that one's not a match. Let's turn them back over. All right, Seth, why don't you try? See if you can find a match. That one has a 1. And there you go, you found a match. All right, so let's take a look at this. So the threat on our fire card here says, I'll tell everyone you did it anyway. Ooh, sounds like a pretty big threat to have them do the wrong thing. Well, let's see what the response is. It says, it doesn't matter if you lie about me, it matters that I do the right thing. So in our threat here, someone is threatening to lie about something about you to maybe get you in trouble or anything like that. But the correct response here is that it doesn't matter if you lie about me anyways, the only thing that matters is that I do the right thing, which is true. So if someone in your life is ever threatening you to tell you, oh, well, I'll just lie and say you did it, you can't help what that person does. But what you can do is know that you are doing the right thing, and that's what matters. Very good. All right, Rebecca, let's see if maybe you can find a match.
Turn over the fire first?
Yeah, whichever one. I see got number 4 on the fire card. Let's see.
Oh, number 5.
Oh, number 5. Nope, that one's not a match. All right, Melissa, why don't you try? And number 7. Oh, and number 2. All right, Matt, see if you can try find another match. Number 3. And number 3, awesome. All right, so let's read the threat. So the threat here is, we won't get caught. So it sounds like maybe someone wants you to do the wrong thing and telling you, well, we won't get caught, so it doesn't matter. Well, let's see what the response is. The response is, not getting caught does not mean it is the right thing to do. Very good. Well, this is definitely the right response, because even if you don't get caught doing something wrong, you still shouldn't do the wrong thing. You should always remember to do the right thing. Very good. All right, let's go again. All right, Seth, see if you can find one. All right, very good. We're on our very last match, so let's see what the threat is. The threat for this one is, I won't be your friend. Ooh, so it sounds like this person wants you to do something wrong, and if you don't do that wrong thing, then they might stop being your friend. Well, let's see what the response for that one is. It says, if you would stop being my friend over this, then you are not being my friend now. Very good. Now, one thing this helps us remember is that we should make sure that we have friends that push us to do the right thing. And so if you have a friend that's pushing you to do the wrong thing, then they're really not being your friend in the end. All right, well, you guys did a great job with this game. We found all the matches. So for every threat that someone might give you to make you do the wrong thing, there was a response. Now, all these responses help us remember that we should have integrity and to do the right thing. Now, when people around us are turning up the heat of peer pressure and wanting us to do the wrong thing, something that'll help us remember to do the right thing is that God is always with us. Just like God was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in our Bible story, He is with us whenever we are being pressured to do the wrong thing. Now, sometimes it may be hard to stand up to the heat of peer pressure by ourselves, but we can remember that God is always with us. So, when someone in your life is turning up the heat and pressuring you to do something wrong, remember that God is always with you to help you stand the heat.